Are you thinking about moving your family to Calgary? Choosing the wrong neighborhood could mean endless commutes, schools that don't fit your kids' needs, or missing out on the lifestyle you've been dreaming of. In this video, I'm revealing 5 of the top family-friendly neighborhoods in Calgary for 2026. Communities that offer great schools, parks, and lifestyle amenities that make raising a family not just easier, but more enjoyable. Now, I've lived in every corner of this city as a single person, a newly married person, a parent, a downtown commuter, a sports mom, and now I help others buy, sell, and relocate here. If you'd like help figuring out which quadrant and neighborhood is right for you, I'd love to hear your story. And today, we're going to focus on 3 communities in the deep southeast, one up yonder in the northwest outskirts, and one nicely nestled into Calgary's southwest. First up is Mahogany. This is in Calgary's southeast, and dare I say, the deep southeast. It boasts Canada's largest freshwater lake. That's a man-made lake, but don't be fooled. It's spectacularly beautiful. This community has 265 acres of parks, 30 kilometers of pathways, and multiple playgrounds and schools already in place, with more planned as the community continues to grow. Mahogany is near South Health Campus and Seton, aka the Brookfield YMCA, the largest in North America. And it's got ample amenities and shopping, groceries, banks, bakeries, play centers, gyms, car washes, beauty salons, every kind of dine-in and takeout restaurant you could imagine, and then some. That is Seton, right next door to Mahogany. So this is the kind of community where kids ride their bikes to the lake in the summer and skate all up and down it in the winter. And it has a range of housing types, entry-level homes and condos to lakefront mansions to a whole lot of senior-focused residences. So it's packed with amenities, so packed it'll just make you wonder why you didn't discover it sooner. Number 2 is Mahogany's neighbor, Auburn Bay, one of my personal favorites and where I happen to live. It's also in Calgary's deep southeast, and it has a 43-acre lake and Auburn House, which is the community hub. Auburn Bay has 5 schools. This is kind of insane if you think about it. Just within this community boundary, 5 schools. 3 of them are elementary schools, one is a K-9, and then there's a brand new 5-9 middle school. Plus, it's got very close proximity to Joni Cardinal Schubert High School and a new Catholic high school that's set to open, I believe, right next door in Rangeview in 2027. So, Auburn Bay has a lot. And then again, right next door, literally across the street, is the same Seton shopping district I mentioned. As far as lifestyle, Auburn Bay's family festivals, markets, skating rinks, community events, camps and programs. It's got fireworks, beach parties, outdoor concerts, a Santa parade. It's got it all. So if you want your kids growing up with a small town community vibe while still being in the city, Auburn Bay is perfect. And if comparing Auburn Bay to Mahogany, word is Auburn Bay's got a little bit less traffic, less residents, less homes. It's also completed, so there's no more empty lots in Auburn Bay. And it's got a wider, more open lake, whereas Mahogany's kind of got this canal-like lake. So here you'll see paddleboards and hockey nets on the same lake, just a few months apart, and the same type of feeling of, really family-friendly, neighbors first, and just tons of vibrancy and community feel. Bumping over across the river valley lies Chaparral, and this is still in southeast Calgary, still deep south suburban neighborhood, but it's a little bit older. It's an established lake community from the late 90s to early 2000s. It's got a little bit of a Western vibe to it. My parents actually built a house on that lake when I was in high school, and it's 32 acres, the lake itself, plus a 22-acre park. So homes here are slightly more affordable than some of the newer Southeast Lake neighborhoods, and beautiful grown trees, an impressive porch and wraparound front veranda game. It's got this neat vibe to it. And the lake itself has an underwater scuba course. It's home to a fair number of triathlons and sporting events, and a fantastic toboggan hill. Chaparral also has really easy access to Fish Creek Park. This is one of Calgary's hidden gems, is our Fish Creek Provincial Park, and just a ton of walking trails. There's 2 elementary schools right in the community. One is public and one is Catholic. And Chaparral is where families can sort of get that highly desired lake lifestyle without the premium price tag of Mahogany or perhaps Auburn Bay, which are creeping up. And Sundance isn't on this list, and neither is Midnapore, but those two are right around the same kind of vein as Lake Chaparral. Now, moving northward, number 4 on our list today is none other than the Northwest oasis known as Tuscany. This is one of Calgary's most family-focused communities, and I've got plenty of friends who love it. The lifestyle offers quick access to the mountains. You're right literally on the northwest outskirts of Calgary and the new ring road. And so those who are seeking a quick escape to the mountains for skiing and hiking love Tuscany and all it has to offer. The community itself is also surrounded by tons of parks and pathways in it and right beside it. It's got multiple public and Catholic schools within walking and biking distance, but the big bonus here is that Tuscany has its very own LRT station for commuting downtown or anywhere. And I say that with a grimace because we're all a bit jealous. Tuscany station sits at the end of the red line, and that's the deep northwest line. And it also serves Rocky Ridge and Royal Oak, and of course everything west of there, from Bears Paw to Cochrane and beyond. So if you've ever dreamed of raising your kids with the mountains practically in your backyard, Tuscany delivers. And lastly, at number 5, I bring you Signal Hill West Springs. This is in Calgary's southwest, and it's a slightly higher price point, but premium amenities galore. This whole area boasts top public and private schools, including Calgary Academy and Weber Academy, 2 really well-known privates. So there's a strong resale value. Proximity to downtown is incredible. If you think of the way Calgary's been developed as a big oval, the east-west distance is a lot shorter than that north-south. It's also got tons of shopping, recreation centers, and again, easy mountain access. But one of my favorite things about this area is the views. You're just perched up a little higher, and the sunsets, sunrises, you know, the lushness, the vegetation of the foothills really starts to come in here in Southwest Calgary. There's a whole lot of ecosystems just within our own little city, and the Southwest delivers. So for families who want top-tier education and lifestyle, the Southwest offers some of Calgary's most desirable addresses. Now, some other factors to consider, of course, across the board, not just in these 5 lovely neighborhoods that I've mentioned, are the school system and the immense variety we have here in Calgary. There's the public, Catholic, charter, and private systems to navigate. And of course, the public system and the Catholic system are funded, so those are your free education. Charter sometimes comes with a cost, but usually it's in that same bucket of being zero cost, but sometimes harder to get into and further away from where you may live for a specific charter school, like a specific language or arts or other kind of niche school charter system. You also, of course, want to consider safety, but walkability and community connection, those are all parts of that feeling of, I suppose, belonging, which goes beyond safety. And some community associations are incredibly well established and renowned for what they bring to their new arrivals and established residents alike. And then there's the lifestyle fit, because again, Calgary has such a variety of regions and proximities. We're not just a big flat suburban town like people think or like to peg us as. There is so much within the city and just outside its borders. Lakes and splash parks within, and then mountain access and acreage-sized lots just on the outskirts or around, and more established legacy neighborhoods everywhere you look. So generally speaking, of course, when you're looking at your budget, Southeast will offer a little bit more affordability, bigger homes, and of course newer homes being the suburbs. The Northwest is a bit of a balance between the two, and the Southwest can be a bit of a premium. And that's not to say the Northeast isn't rich with so much culture and community and legacy and new homes and neighborhoods alike. And we're going to go there next time. But for today, there you have it. My picks for 5 of Calgary's top family-friendly neighborhoods now and headed into 2026. Each of them offers something a little different, of course, but every family's needs are unique, and that's why families reach out to me all the time to help them navigate the multitude of options here. And if you're considering a move to Calgary, or perhaps a larger home for your growing or future family, or maybe your husband is a painter contractor like mine and he has a lot of stuff that made living in a bungalow in the inner city start to feel impossible, Space maybe your next move, and perhaps a bridge to the inner city is what you're looking for. But regardless, please get in touch. I'd love to hear your story and map out your best options, and of course the timing and budget and outcome you're looking for. It would be my greatest pleasure. Oh, and I'd love to hear where you think we should go next. Silver Springs, Silverado, Rutland Park, Rockland Park. So many spectacular communities in the city of ours. Tell me about your favorites in the comments below, and catch you again soon for another Family Neighborhood Showdown.